Hello. This is the kind of light I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you all. I think I have a healthy about alignment today, if I'm correct. Yeah. How are you all doing? What's going on here? Good afternoon. All right. So let's go. Good afternoon from here. Happy Sunday. If you're hearing me, please just Write in the comment section so that I can proceed. Let me just tell people that we are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Boma. Welcome, Chidima. I am happy to see you here. My pleasure seeing you guys here. Welcome, everyone. So, we are going to be talking about funding. We'll be talking about funding. And like I used to talk about recently, a lot has changed about traveling abroad, right? I want us to be here so that I can talk. I don't know. Maybe we can choose to watch it after now or something like that. But I think the best we can do is to just come in here and then talk and all of that so that you can ask your questions, right? Oh, Oluwaseun Zion, I'm happy to see you. Good day. It's afternoon here. Welcome, Chidima. I'm happy to see you here. My pleasure. Okay, let's talk about funding. And you have a question, you have the opportunity to ask the question in the comment section. You have the opportunity to ask your questions at this point. Ask me any question regarding funding, regarding the scholarship, and then, I mean, whatever you need to ask me, I am here to answer it, especially as regards to scholarship and study abroad. My pleasure seeing you guys. So let's kick up. So, number one, I want to talk about funding. Now, I want to tell you something. It's not everyone going abroad that has got funding. It's not everyone studying abroad that got scholarship. I want to make you, I want all of you to understand this. Not every one of them that is coming abroad that got scholarship. Now, let me start from myself. I have told a story, okay, maybe just to people that are quite close to me and all of that. Please, you can share this video and then subscribe to my channel. That's the only way you can encourage me, right? Good, that kind of thing. So, I have shared a little about my reality. I came in here. I had funding when I came in here. Yes, I didn't come in here like normal international students because I was already migrating from another country and all of that. Yeah. So I came in here and I got quite funding. But something happened where I got my funding. Now, when I was coming in here, my enrollment specialist said something to me. I will still not forget that is Jennifer said something. Jennifer said, Jennifer and Rebecca, that were they were my enrollment specialists. They said something to me, Maureen, pitch your tent in Dallas. That is where all your programs are going to be holding. That is where your courses are going. Yeah, that's where you're going to be having your courses. So you're going to be pitching your tent in Dallas, Texas. I live in the state of Texas. So and Dallas is one of the major cities in the world and all of that. And being someone that is going into tech, most of the courses in my university is in Commerce, almost 3 hours away from Dallas. Right? Good. So um just that. Oh, she said I should be louder. Okay, I'm trying. I'm going to try to be louder. Right? Okay. Let me quickly summarize this story and all of that. So I live, 3 hours away from my main campus. And where I have my funding is my main campus. And because of my family dynamics and, you know, I couldn't go and stay in commerce and then be spending 3 hours to come for classes. Most of the classes here are going to be in the evening or maybe mid-afternoon, not from 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Because most of the people, especially in tech, most of the people are already professionals and some of them are also hired while they are already in their first year in that course or that program. So usually the professors know, and what they do is that they try to structure the courses so that it can they try to structure the courses so that you would have to come in the evening. So most of my courses personally we are from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. So imagine coming from commerce, which is like, it's like, I'll call it, there's a way America build their university. My university is like one village, right? Good. Yeah. So I'm then coming from the commerce and then to Dallas to take courses every time I need to take my courses. It was going to be a whole lot for me, right? Good. Beloved people watching me here, it cost me my funding. Yes, the person telling you can get funding, I got mine, I got one, I got two, I got funding, and I didn't have to use it. I have to pay my school fees. Right? Good. So when I tell people, sometimes if you see the way I write, sometimes I write because of my story. I am personally putting myself out there. I am putting my story out there to tell you it's possible. That's why I tell people sometimes some of the schools I call out here, they are schools I know that you will have easy access as a Nigerian living in Nigeria to this to cross the border. Now remember, no matter what, I was speaking with somebody today. I told the person, even in the scholarship, people are being refused visa to come to America. Even Canada sometimes, with the way things are now, if you don't know how to put your T's and your dots together, you're going to still be losing you're still gonna not be getting the your this thing, what's it called? You will still not come in here, because at the end of the day, everything I am doing, all I am doing is to make sure you come here, is to make sure you leave Nigeria and come here to find a better life for yourself. I hope this makes sense to you. So if you're hearing me, please let me know. If you're not hearing me, you let me know. So the person talking to you, I lost my funding and I was left to pay my school fees. How do I do it? Because I couldn't go to where I couldn't live in Dallas. Sorry, in Commerce. And I had to live in Dallas. And Dallas is where things are happening. Dallas is where you're going to meet the industry leaders and, the corporate American, leaders, or, people that are basically coming to hire you and all of that. That's just it, that kind of thing. So it was kind of a privilege for people to be in Dallas. So for me, it was kind of a privilege when they tell me, Maury, you're going to be in Dallas. Absolutely. I loved it. But then I didn't know it was going to cost me my funding. Right? Good. Now everybody's not going to be like me, but because sometimes people that are privileged to hear my story, some of them will say, Maureen, I don't think I will do this. That's why sometimes I tell people there is nothing you will tell me that I will look at you, I will tell you, because I know everything is possible. I know like I know. I know like I know my name that it is possible. Now, how do I fund my studies? Now, listen to me. I have mentioned some universities. If you have them, I know please can put them up here. They are easier access to you. I have mentioned Bowens Green. Somebody told me that they're not giving admission to Nigerians. And I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? I know people that have submitted their application. I know somebody in our midst that have gotten admission in Bowling Green University. And somebody is telling me that they're not giving admission to Nigerians. I have my students, my private students, that have gotten admission there, that I have processed their admission there. Some people are telling me they're not. So please, I don't get this. Someone sent me a private message telling me that. I'm like, I didn't want to tell the person that you're lying, kind of. I was trying to kind of pamper the person and all of that. So this is what it is. Now, that being said, some of these universities I put it there. They are going to save you. There are universities that you will use to come to especially in the United States, Nigerians living in Nigeria going for visa interview. Canada is different. I am specifically talking about Canada and United States in this session. Yes, but my main focus will be United States, because Canada, I know that if you get the funding to a great extent, 80% you have gotten your visa. Yes, so long as you know how to put your dots together, you've gotten your visa, right? Now, how do I do this? How do I do this? Number one, you are looking for funding. I have gotten admission. Make sure you get admission in some of those schools I used to tell you people, and I used to send. I'm going to send another one in the group. I may not send them here because this is a public domain. I will send it so that you have the privilege of using it if you're in the group. You understand me? So I'm going to send another one after this to the group. So some of those universities, try to get admission in those universities. They are they are universities that when the visa officer sees it, to some extent, they know that you're genuine, you're not running away. They know that, oh, come on, this person wants to go to school. I don't know if this makes sense to you. Good. Then another one we're talking about is that, as I said, I don't know if PC is here. She can just put in the universities in the comment section and all of that, that kind of thing. So that is it, number one. Number two is that you can actually, if you don't have scholarship, some of those universities, even if they don't give you here, they will give you when you come here. Your chances of getting the funding when you come in here is almost as good as 100%. There are different kinds of funding. We have the GA, graduate assistance funding. We also have, what's it called? We also have research assistance. Oh, yes. So there are different kinds of funding. So you have the possibility, you have the opportunity, the moment you come in here, to be able to access some funding that you may not be able to access outside the United States. I don't know if this makes sense to you. That is it. So first thing first, try as much as possible to get admission in some of the schools I threw up to you guys here. Some of them, somebody also told me they don't give what's it called? They don't give waiver. I know people, even the Bowling Green. I know people that have gotten admission there. Put in also, what's it called? Put in AT&T University. That's cool. That's cool. In North Carolina, that school is something else. I will not. I won't kind of hold it from anyone. Put in there. You may not see your courses there. Somebody else might see his or her courses there. So put it in there. Right? Good. You can put in. I'm not going to put in everything here, because the next I'll put it in the private section. So in the private group, people go there and they use it. Put in AT&T. That is, the university piece and all of that. So you put it in there. If you get admission in that school, now they will ask you. Somebody was asking me, they're asking me for bank statement. How do you do it? Now, let me ask you something. You have uncles, you have aunties, you may not be able to fund. For me personally, what I do with my students, I have banks I work with. I have Nigerian banks. I do meetings with them. I work with them. So Nigerian banks, they help to fund my students' account and all of that. And you pay, and it's for a fee. Sometimes they help you with corporate accounts and all of that. It is also for a fee and all of that. And there are some things I may not just throw out there so that people, because I won't be able to explain them vividly how it works and all of that, so that people will not take my words out of context. So this is it, basically concerning that part. Then another one we are going to be talking about is that I talked about, you have uncles, you have relatives. Now there is something about it. These your relatives. The main thing is not just about having your visa document. I have told number one, the bank. Number two, you have relatives. Don't friend. I don't know how it works. I don't know how you can defend that. I don't know. People take a lot of things and then come in that they want to use it for scholarship and all of that. I don't know how that works for them. But I am talking about relative, like you have an uncle. He may be a distant uncle. Call him your uncle. Direct uncle. The person might be from your village or whatever it is. I know someone that has someone. The person is just close to them, but they're not even related. The person is even from a different kindred from them, but he presented it to the school with the letters and documentations. I do that for my students, and we're able to make a document and create a story that link the fact that that person is related to them. He may also be your friend without relation. So long as you can link a relationship, then to explain it, then to defend that may be easier. They will give you your visa documents. And then the next is to go to the embassy and defend it. Now, I want to say something here. I want to say something here. Even those that have funding, sometimes it is difficult too. If you don't know what to do and how to organize yourself and how to package what you have, it becomes difficult for you to get what's it called? It becomes difficult for you to get your visa. And like I have said from the beginning, the purpose of all of this, our meeting here and there, is at the end of the day, you come into America in the shortest possible time, or you come to Canada without spending through your nose. Because we can't even afford it at this point. Immigration is very expensive now. People can't afford it. People can't afford it. Right? Immigration is very expensive. Even the rich are crying. Those that their parents are very wealthy, they are crying at this point. I am telling you, they can't afford school fees because of what exchange rate does in Nigeria or is doing in this present time and all of that. So I wanted to make use of whatever information you have here. Like I used to tell people, I was like you people one time. All I did was just in a section like this, I was able to connect with friends that are burning with the same passion like me. I was able to connect with them. And we started. We kept appearing in a section. Mine was a paid one. Mine was a paid. I paid for every damn thing. And I really paid for every damn thing. That's why I said I wanted to see even if it's this, what's it called? You're there. I know it's hard in Nigeria. See it as a payment because I know how people deal with what they get free. I don't want to see this as free because these are precious information that I have used to help people from different parts of the world to come into. Before I came into Nigeria, I was bringing people. Sorry, before I came into America, I was bringing people to America here. Oh yes, it was my friend that said, the time you don't want to come to America. You so relaxed and all of that. You want to just end in Canada and all of that. That kind of thing. So these are the things. So why am I saying this? Every information you're hearing here, they are all precious. They are priceless. I know. I paid a lot to have them. And I'm giving you out. I am not even since I'm giving that you have a dara to come here. See it as a worthy payment and maximize everything you get here. And trust me, you will be happy with yourself that you did it. Number one, your uncles. I will tell the moment you have someone that will fund their studies, come to me. I will tell you how to do the documentation. And the moment you have gotten admission, that makes me see that you are serious and you are ready, kind of. And trust me, I'll be able to support your journey. I used to tell people this always. If you have gotten admission, you have gotten a waiver. I know a lot of people, about 3 people have gotten waiver in some of the schools I've mentioned. Someone came to me to say that they're not accepting Nigeria, so though I've gotten waivers. I have admissions from all of these schools for my students. Yes. So these are the things. The moment you get it, you go ahead and do what? I will tell you what to do with your uncle. In case you have not gotten funding, I will also tell you how to approach, like Bowling Green. Bowling Green in Ohio, they may not give you the funding, boom, boom, but you will ask for it. You will ask for it. Ask for it. You will ask for it. Remember, program director is different from enrollment specialist. When you go to ask enrollment specialist for a waiver, they will not listen to you. They will not give you. 1 out of 100 will listen to you. Okay, 1 out of 20, let me say. Enrollment specialist is different from your program director. Someone should write it here. Is different from your program director. Your program director is the one that is connected to that program. He's the one that's going to make admission decision about you. He's the one that will look at your document and say, yes, we'll give him scholarship or her scholarship. And he's the one that holds the codes to your to your waiver. He's the one that will tell you, okay, we can give you a waiver for this, we can give you a waiver for that. Yes, I think we can admit him. If you go to enrollment specialist, they will tell you that they're not giving you fund. They make it university is doing business. I don't know. I said something. I want somebody to be putting what I'm saying in the comment section because I can't be talking and be writing it. As much as I know I can do it normally. Your enrollment specialist is different from your program director. This helped me know that you're understanding me. And all of these things, they are in your official website. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Program director is the one that gives you that will give you funding. They will decide on your funding. They will decide on your waiver to waive that application fee. That is how you come to America with zero payment. They will decide on your what's it called again? They will decide on your what's it called? They will decide on your scholarship. They will decide. They are the ones that will vet your documents and your application and decide to bring you in. They're the ones that will say, oh, come on, I am ready to give you scholarship or something like that. They are the ones that will decide all of this. Your program director. Your program director. Your enrollment specialist, has little or nothing because that's the first person you will actually meet when you go to the official portals and all of that is your enrollment specialist. And they have little or nothing to do to help you. I must tell you this, they will do little or nothing for you. Please. And when you go to them asking them for waiver, they will not give you. They will not give you. So number one, we have talked about number one, look at the universities I've listed, go and apply there. Some of them are already open for enrollment. Some of them already have waiver. Some of them are already have, yes, some of them you will need to ask for the waiver. Remember to ask through the program director, and then you get the waiver. Application free. Shebi na wetin una want. I dey tell you now. What's it called? Again, you get there and they'll ask you for proof of fund. You have relative. When the moment you get admission, I'm going to tell you this because there are some informations I will not throw out there. I will tell you what to write and how to do, and the informations you need to put inside that write up so that you can send it to their distinct, to the program director, and to then they will move it to also, sorry, to the immigration officers of the school. Yes, because that's where they release the visa document. They're the ones that ask for proof of fund. I hope this makes sense to you. Right? Good. That's the thing. Like I said, I'm going to send more of the universities that you need to apply. Even if you have seen others, like it, away from the daily scholarship I post. Away from the daily scholarship I post. If you see these ones, please go to their official portal. Look for the look for this thing you have. Yes, get your admission first. Look for their program of fit. Remember, we've talked about program of fit. Remember, we've talked about how you need to, how you need to connect your program of fit to the program you did in your first degree. If you want to get your visa, if you want to get funding, if you want to get the scholarship. Remember, I've said that even if you don't have a funding, make sure you get your admission first. Admission first. If you are not able to get funding in the ones that I have posted, the ones that have already published funding, go and fight those ones. Go hustle. Maybe that's what we call it. Go and hustle for them. Then away from those ones, the ones that you can't, maybe you can't find your course, go to some of these universities that have posted. Go there and go find your this thing. What's it called? And go find what you're looking for. Absolutely. That's how it works. Go there and go find the course, the program you're looking for. Please, if you did public administration, remember your program will be in line with that. You did biology, your program will be in line with that. You can now do, if you want to go for, you can look for biotechnology. You can look for bioinformatics. These are the tech side of these things. You can come in here and decide to change your program. Does this make sense to you? If you don't, even if you get admission and get funding, you will be returning to you. They will not give you visa. That's the truth. I said it. Getting their visa will be passing through the eye of a needle. Now, it doesn't mean that it may not have happened to somebody before, but I'm telling you what happens in today's world when it has to do with getting visa from Nigeria. That is what we are talking about. I don't know. I hope this makes sense to you. It's easier to get when you have secured. Yes. Have your admission first. Number 2, don't get one admission only. I said it last week. Get from the one. If you see funding, if you see opportunity in the ones I posted, you apply for it. You reach out to the professor. If you don't see, I have posted schools where you can go to their official website and look for the courses that are programmed, that are fit for you. You go for that one. I hope this makes sense to you. I want you to ask questions so that we can just quickly round this up. You guys, I know you have to deal with your what's it called, your DARAs and all of that, So these are what it is. This is it. This is just the information. This is what you need. Everything you need now to get admission, I have said it here. And to get funding, I have said it too. We've talked about resume, and I've always told you, the moment you do the first thing first, come and bring your resume. I have been evaluating resume for free. I've never collected money from anyone here. Yes, I have been evaluating resume for free, and I have been doing a good job to support a number of people. I have 2 people that have gotten admission from the group. Yes. But one thing is that I like how they're doing itself. Most of them are quiet, and it's okay. After all, nobody is paying money for this. So, this is what it is. Does this make sense to anyone? I don't know. Ask your questions. If you want funding, full fund, if you want funding, scholarship and visa, your program should tally or be in fit with your first degree. Yeah, not exactly. You should be in line. Yes, I have explained it. Yes, it should be in line. It mustn't be exactly that, but it must be that. Like my sister did chemical engineering in first degree, and the second degree she came here to do industrial engineering. Does this make sense to you? Now for me, I don't know how I call myself. I did my my first degree was biochemistry. My second degree was health and social care. And because I knew it wasn't giving me what I went ahead to do data science and cybersecurity. Now I didn't move from Nigeria. It could be a different case. I didn't come with your class of visa. That could be another thing. I hope this makes sense to you, all of you. But I'm telling you that that's same Nigeria. By God's grace, we have been able to pull people out of there. As at 2021, we have about, I think that was 13, if I'm correct. 13 people that moved from Nigeria. 2021. Yes. To United States alone. In 2022. Okay, yeah, 2022. Sorry, 2022. It was 2023 that I now wanted to do a lot, but then we had a lot of obstructions and all of that. We had a lot of hitches. Which other school about? Do you know that AT&T? If you are in the group, I'll be able to post it again. I don't know why they're not posting it here. We have go to Maryland University too. Yes, Denver, Colorado, they give funding. Their school fees might be chasing. And there's something I said to somebody. I said, some of these private universities that are 10 years old, 12 years old, people should just please, if possible, try to reduce the way. I see Nigerians always running there. I don't know who does that, but it's okay. Try to reduce the way you go to them. Go to popular universities, go to state universities. Your chances of getting your visa, even if there is no funding, even if it's zero funding, is high compared to when you go to some of all these other ones. And let me tell you something, in America, school fees is high. School fees is pretty expensive. That is why people are not going to America the way they're going to what's it called? UK and all of that. School fees is expensive, but we don't pay, but there's a way to pay it. Yes, there's a way to pay it. It's not you that will pay it. It's also you that will pay it, because even if they give you funding, they will tell you, the school will say you're paying your school fees. I don't know if this makes sense to you. So this is what it is, right? So when you see that, like some schools, someone said, I saw 100 and something, says it shouldn't scare you. The funding will bring it down. Bowling Green, the funding will bring it down. Yes, if you have funding, I said I was going to talk about that. I didn't look at my distance, so I almost forgot it. If you have funding, right? Partial funding. Some people are scared. I want to get full fund. Remember now, I have spoken with people that if you don't even have funding at all, we have talked about those people. And then I'm saying that if you have part funding, you can as well come into America. And the part funding, when you come in here, there are other funding opportunities in that same school that will give you everything. And also pay you stipends. The stipend they're talking about could be $2,000 every month as a student. That have given scholarship, they have given funding of they're paying your school fees and all of that, and they're giving you stipend of 2,000. Some people 1,500, and in that one you work 3 times a week or 2 times a week, and you have opportunity to go out there and do other jobs. That's the truth. That's why you see some people, most people that are studying here, you see them sending money home, but they're just studying. Yeah, that's how it works here. Yeah. So that's the thing. Right? So this is what it is. Maryland University. Yes, that's good. They have a lot of funding. The rest I'll type it in the distance. Ask your questions so that we can quickly leave here. Thank you all for being here and all of that. Ask your questions very quickly. Remember, I've talked about part funding. So if I have part funding, I want to get full funding. Hey, forget it. Check this university that gave you funding first. How many percent is the funding? Now, there's another funny, ridiculous kind of funding that I don't know how people do it. It's very ridiculous. Like someone now, you will see school fees of $120,000, and they're giving you $20,000 as funding, or they're giving you $50,000 as funding. How do you not pay $80,000? That's ridiculous. So you shouldn't be thinking about those universities. I don't like dealing with them. Absolutely. Yes. I do not deal with them. So I would suggest that you go for what's it called? The ones, that are within the average 50,000, 60,000. My school fees about 60 thousand. My sister did something. Yeah. Yeah. When I tell some people they scream, I said, why are you screaming? It's okay. It's doable. Let them not scream. Let them, when I mean 60 something thousand dollars. So it's almost 90 million now, naira. Now tell me how anybody, even the rich men, in as much as you think it's easier for them. Yes. Except it's maybe the ones living in Aso Rock and their types. With the way, 60 something thousand. It's almost 120 million. Oh yes. So these are the things. So how do you pay for them? Number one, remember I've said again, I will say it again. Number one, you have relatives. There's a way you link them. There's a way you connect those your relatives. You connect them to yourself. Documentation. Documentation. Public university, some of the universities that have said 100 and something years. If you want to be private, it has to be those old 100 and something years, like University of Denver, Colorado is a private university, but it's one of the top universities in America. SMU is a private university, but it's a top university in America. If you have anyone here that wants to come to SMU, I have a link for SMU, and they will give them funding. Yeah. Yes, SMU. People used to run away because of their school fees. It's among the top universities in America too. Do you get it? Good. These are places of information. Anytime I ask you guys to come here, you know that the information start dropping, and all you need to do is to run with them. The moment you run with them, the rest is history. There is nobody that was with me in 2017, 2018 that has still, most of them left before Nigeria began to do like this. Most of them left, the list left in 2021. Yeah. So that's why I keep telling you people, please, just even if you type SMU, you will get it. It's a popular SMU, Southern Methodist University. Southern Methodist University. Yeah. They call it SMU. That's a popular name. Even if you type it online, they are SMU in the United States. You will get it. Right? Southern Methodist University. They are good. Yes, if you have half funding, even if you have half funding, trust me, you are good. Some people come with no funding, zero funding, and they still get, and when they come in here, they get all the funding. And they rugged it. If it's someone say, I will rugged it. And they did rugged it. Right? These are the things. Yes. So that is it. We've talked about how you can get your uncles. You connect them. They may be a friend, there may not be that strong relationship, but if they are willing to release their account and they have about 70 million, 80 million, 60 million in their personal account, you contact them. Some of them may be difficult, but see how you can convince them and you get that account from them. Yes. And the moment they're ready, I will help you to do what? For the documentation. You'll be able to write a letter, convincing how they raised you, how they have been part of your journey. It's very simple and straightforward, but you must be able. I know how. I have been able to work with them. I know how their mind work. So I can tell you this, So this is what it is. Right? Thank you. Another thing is that if you have had half funding, you are good to go. If you have half funding, it's fine. Right? Good. Another one is that if you don't have funding again, and you have strong universities, your visa is as good as almost approved. I know how Nigerians are, so I will not give anybody 80% now. I used to give that before because I know that's what it was like. But now a whole lot of things has changed because of since that certificate issue happened with the president, and also with our exchange rate has messed us up. Exchange rate. So these are the things. I used to also tell you people, please go ahead. I think I can use my benefactor. I don't know who is. I don't know how their relationship with you and all of that. You should be able to link it. It's not about, because people carry all manner of account and come and they lose their phone and they won't get visa. But the moment you link it, and I'll still tell you how to link it, because the moment you also go to the visa, for the interview, you should be able to link it well. And that is very important. That's why I'm going to explain that letter you wrote that the school didn't call you for interview and they approved it and gave you visa document. The moment you go for interview, you're going to explain it. Remember, there are universities that will be so easier for you to get visa, so long as you have the right course. Like somebody did animal science and the person was coming to do industrial engineering. They didn't give her visa. She went 3 times. The moment she went again and put animal science as masters, they gave her admission. They didn't have to ask her questions. The same university that she was coming for, the same university that she was always coming for, and that was it. I hope this makes sense to you all. right? Good. One person, she was always going there. Industrial engineering. Because in America, you can just do anything. Maybe so long as you do the preparatory 1 year, or 3 months, courses, and then you can come from biology and go to data science. You can come from biology and say you're going to do mechanical engineering as masters. That is how American system work. They will help you. They will give you what you want. But I want to tell you something, how will you cross the visa? These are the main thing. It's not about they gave me admission for this. After that admission, well, we celebrate it. But the main celebration is crossing that, the consulate, office. How do we do it? And that is why we are here. And that is why I'm saying all of these things. Look at those universities I told you about. They are very important for you to cross that road, for you to cross it. They are very vital for you to cross it. Look at the universities. Number one, that you're going to get admission. Some of them, if you have the money, pay their distance. But I know that more often than not, you will get your waiver. I know that more often than not, you will get your waiver. You can rewatch if you don't have. Please, you guys should subscribe to my channels. I don't know why people are not. I don't know, like I have about almost 300 people. I don't even have up to 10 people that have done the subscription from there. I don't know what that means. But I mean, that's just a simple thing I'm asking for. And I hope you are kind enough to do that. Right? Good. Those universities, there are universities that will give you, that will sell, boom, that will do you like this above others. America has over 100 and something thousand universities here. They invest a lot in education. But so long as you're a Nigerian, coming from Nigeria, to come and study abroad, to come and study in America, to come to Canada. Canada does not do so much about that regarding the education system. Some will say I'm not talking about so much of Canada. Canada, yes. If you some more often than not, their funding require IELTS. Absolutely, I will tell the truth. And I know that there is no money with a lot of people to do IELTS. That's why it's as if I'm considering more in America. But if you have the money to write IELTS, then we can talk about that one. And most of other funding will require you. It does require you to get your WES evaluation. And if you have money, do it. If you can do it, it will increase your chances to some extent because it will give you a broader range. But I am still standing here to tell you there are most of the universities I have told you about, they will waive this for you so long as the United States is concerned. Even in some of the universities in Canada, they will waive it for you so long as you are coming from Nigeria because they know that Nigerian's official language is what? English. I hope this makes sense to you. Yes, that's why I said then leave it. I know you'll be talking about what's it called. We are talking about waiving West evaluation or transcript evaluation. We're talking about IELTS. That's why I said most of the school I am sending here will not ask you for IELTS, and I have evidence because I have gotten admissions in that school for my students. All of the schools I'm telling you here, some of my students are there. Yes, I know them. Some of the schools now, most of them, a lot of things has changed with countries. Except you're talking about Barcelona, some of them will need you to pay. I have one cheap, very affordable school in Barcelona, but their school fees is 6,800. Everything you have to pay because to move is 6,800 800 euro. If you have that money, they will give you visa, you move there. And I used to tell people the moment you get there, they have a strong bilateral, they have a strong cord with the United States. The moment you enter that country, they will give you paper to come and work in America. I'm telling you what is possible. I am telling you now. With your residence in Barcelona, you can get any US kind of visa you want from Barcelona. From Barcelona. I know because I have students doing the same thing. I have one of my students also that moved from Barcelona to Spain, from Barcelona to United States this August. He's in University of Maryland already. Yeah, he's in University of Maryland. He's a Yoruba guy. He moved from Barcelona to there. So I am telling you what I know that I have done and I am still doing, not for me, not for my family, but I'm doing not just for friends, but for people that I do and people pay me for. Right? Good. I hope you get it. So we are talking about, someone asked me about Europe and we are talking about the European South. And that's what I'm telling you now. If you have money to pay the school fees, oh, good. If you don't have, then maximize every opportunity you see here. America is called the land of the free and the home of the brave. I want you to come here to experience it. Yeah. I want you to come here and experience it. It's possible. Yes, even Mexico. There was one part where I've been trying to, do for Mexico. I've not been able to get the right thing. The moment I get it, their school fees, everything is not up to even 500,000 that you will pay, and you come to Mexico. And the moment you get to Mexico, they will give you work permit from Mexico to America. The moment you cross the border, they give you work permit. I am telling you. But if you enter plane from Nigeria, they no go give you. These are the things, right? These are the things. These are how it works here. It's not like they say this is the truth about the Biden economy or the Biden administration today. That's the truth. Maybe Trump, I don't know what's going to happen then. Maybe, just maybe. But for now, this is what it is. So if you have that, go ahead and do that. Ask your question so that we can call it a wrap. We can wrap it up, and then I am so excited to have all of you here. And like I keep saying, I can't wait to see you here. I can't wait to come to drive to the airport to go grab one of you. Right? I can't wait to come to the airport to grab you people. I can't wait to be doing a now video call with you in America here. I can't wait for all of that. I am so excited. I am happy that you make out time to be here with me. Trust me, it means a lot for me. To me, sorry. Yeah. And I can't wait to see you win and to win big. And to win big, I'm telling you. And I want to tell you, it is absolutely possible. It is very, very possible. Anybody telling you it's not possible, the person is just trying to make you not to want to do what is right. Or the person does not really want you to do what you're supposed to do to win. But I'm telling you, it's possible. But it requires work. It requires toughness. I am telling you, it requires toughness. I'm telling you. But if you stay at it, I am someone that knows how to kwechere. There was one thing I said that they said kwechere. I am someone that understood that when I saw about it. There was one thing they used to call me in primary school. If anyone that knew me in primary school or secondary school, they used to call me something close to that, right? I learned it and I mastered that art, and I want you to just keep at it. This 4 months is enough. You have your admission. You're already preparing to go for visa interview. You have your funding. It's possible. You see, this 4 months is possible. These 4 months remaining for 2024 to be over is possible. It's possible for you to get that admission, for you to get there, to get your funding, and then we try to work for the visa. It's possible. Right? Thank you, everyone. You have more questions, you let me know. Yes, I can't wait to have you here. I can't wait to have you here. Yes, this place is a land of limitless opportunity. The moment you know what you are doing, before you know it, you don't blow. Not true. The thing, some of the what's it called? Some of the efforts you put in Nigeria, if you put 10% of it here, you are good to go. I am telling you because I know that's the truth. I am telling you. So that's the truth. So a recap on what we talked about today. Funding. Number 1, get admission. Number 2, check for the schools you are getting admission. If it is not among the ones that publish their scholarship, listen, someone should put a recap of this. If it is not among the schools that publish their admission, their funding or scholarship opportunity, check for the schools that have pointed out. Check for those schools that have pointed out. Go there and apply for admission. If anyone insists say you go pay school, application fee, pay it. It is for your advantage. Those schools, they have higher chances of you getting your visa. Now me talk this one because I know, not from 1, not from 2, not from 3, not from 4. It is not written anywhere. Don't say that they wrote it anywhere, but this is the trend so long as Nigeria is concerned. Get it? So you wouldn't say that I said something. No, this is the trend. And this trend has been there for some time. Now, even if you don't when you get your admission, remember I said, even if you don't have funding, but because you got admission in this school, you have a chance of getting visa. And the moment you get your visa, you come in here, you will fund your studies. You will not abandon your studies. I am telling you, because I know that's the truth. There are other funding opportunities here. Do you know that people will come here and they will choose to extend their studies and then they will get internship. Internship will be like normal work. They call it internship, and you're being paid $6,000. My sister was doing internship and was being paid $6,000. Yes, my sister was doing internship and was being paid $6,000. I am telling you what is possible. Right? Good. So this is it. Number one, go for your this thing. Go get admission in those schools. I will publish the remaining one. There is Southern University in North Carolina too. I'll put it in the group. University of AT&T University. Yes. Bowen. Yes. I have a number of them, but at least this was you should go and try it. Get admission in public schools. Get admission in big schools, old schools, those ones that are 100, 150 years ago. Go get admission in them. Yes, some of the schools I sent to you, they are all Black friendly. You even have opportunity to get job faster. I'm telling you. Yeah. Some people are here, they have struggled. Some people have lost their status because of the kind of school they entered America with. I am telling you. And that was in the past. These days now, it's so difficult to even get into America with some of those schools. Right? Check the schools, number one. Number two, check your this thing. Get admission, and then how you get, when you get admission, we talk about proof of fund. I've talked about proof of fund. Look for your relative if you don't have anybody. Even if not a friend, see how you can connect the person. So long as the person is willing to work with you, I will help you to do to route it. I will help you to work on that, on the documentation, to send it to school, and they will release your visa document. I'm telling you, this is my job. I do it. Yeah. Now, when you share these things, be careful, because this is a public domain. Visa officer might come and watch this and tell me that maybe I am telling you that your uncle can fund your studies, but make sure you have a connection with your uncle. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. Make sure you have a connection with that. Even if you don't have a connection, link it. Number two, even if you don't have funding, make sure that you have a school that is strong enough to bring you, to break that barrier, that visa barrier, so that you don't go 10 times. Some people have gone 10 times. I'm telling you. But the problem is that they want to go, but they do not have knowledge. They do not know how to go the right way so that they can get what they're looking for. Right? They don't know how to go the right way so that they can get what they're looking for. And because they don't know how to go the right way, they keep making mistakes, same mistakes. So I'm telling you now, Rice University. Rice University is good. Rice is good. Program coordinators can waive the English proficiency test for you. Remember, not enrollment specialist. More often than not, they will write it. I know universities that write you must provide GRE, and the program coordinator will give you a paper you will fill. If you have worked with me closely, you will see, you will know that these things are what is applicable. They will give you a form you will fill, and with that form, it is settled. That serves at you have written your GRE. It is still from the same school. I hope this makes sense to you. Rice University, AT&T, SMU, it can be very expensive. But when you want to ask for waiver, ask from the program director, not from the enrollment specialist. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Get your admission. Get into a school that will allow you. SMU will definitely give you visa. I'm telling you. So long as you know how to speak English when you get there eventually. So long as you not go there and embarrass yourself. Absolutely. I'm telling you. Denver, Colorado. University of Denver, Colorado is a private university, but it's older than my forefathers. Yeah, it's older than my foreparents. I hope this makes sense to you. Program director is the one that gives you the waiver. He's the one that assesses you. He's the one that admits you before he moves it to the enrollment specialist. The enrollment specialist is only doing what the program director have said. And the moment you get to there, remember, this is in the official webpage. The moment you get there and see the enrollment specialist, they will put their email there. The moment you hit them, they will hit you back. They are doing business. They want your money. They are doing business for the university. So more often than not, they don't want. But the program director will come and say, I have seen her. I have seen him. I have seen their document. I am in, this is one of what we need here. And we are giving her funding. Program director will give funding. I hope this makes sense to you all. Is there anything you want us to talk about again? You let me know so that we can call it a day. And once again, I'm excited. I hope I can see you guys' face, that kind of thing. Yes. So that we all can leave. Thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate everyone that made time to be here. Yeah. Thank you all. So is there anything you want to talk about again? Do you have anything? Put it in there so that we can go. It's already long. Yeah. This is almost 1 hour. And thank you for finding time. Your data. It's so much. I know. It's not easy. Yes, Chidima, I don't know. Do you have question? I know the other time you want to reach me, you were asking me how did I do it. I don't know. Did you find value in what I said? Let me know. Thank you so much, love it. Mwah. Thank you all. I appreciate you, and I'm sending my love to all of you. Thank you. I appreciate. So we call it a day, and you two all have a good night rest. So you have more questions? Maybe you can bring it on to the distance. Please, can someone who is doing NYSC apply? Yes, you can. You can. This is the best opportunity, the best time for you to start your application. Absolutely. The moment you leave the school, you start applying. It is even easier. It becomes easier for you because you have time to look for scholarship. So this is the best time. And now all the things I've said here, you're not supposed to pay anything. All you need is your data, and then you start doing your research. I have resent my resume for your review. I will look at it, Chidima. I don't know if you send it in my email or my phone or whatever, something like that. I'll look at it. T, I will call you. Thank you so much. All right. Have a good night. So we call it a day, right? I can go now. Thank you all. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel so that we can grow this community. I mean, this is your hearing. You can't be hearing it alone. People pay money to me. I paid so much to hear this thing. I paid so much to get half. It wasn't even up to half I got when I paid. And then by virtue of communications with these people in these different universities, I'm communicating with the do I call it the owners of the land. I was able to get some of this information. Nobody told me some of these things. I got them by doing and all of that. I will leave you guys here. Have a beautiful week ahead. And I can't wait to see you win. Congratulations ahead. Bye bye.